9:19 on Morning Live. Now that it is finally warm enough out, it's a good time to transition your clothes and also your body. Fashion editor Randy Bergman is here and Glow editor Lisa Hannum are here, and you're going to talk first. Lisa, we'll give you the spotlight. It's talking about, because one of the fashion trends, crop tops, how to get your belly ready for that.
In bikini season.
Yes, in bikini season as well.
So the stomach tends to be an area of focus that well, with the crop top and the bikinis, you tend to be a bit more sensitive about it. So I was thinking about how we get belly bloating with barbecues coming up. And so belly bloat is caused by two things. One is a bacterial imbalance. And what happens with that is in our stomach, in our stomach we have digestive enzymes, and they break down the food so that it can pass through the intestines. And sometimes we are missing those enzymes, such as lactase enzymes. So people who have dairy intolerance,
right,
for example, or if carbs or sugar, you feel bloated after after dinner or after eating these foods. So you can actually take digestive enzymes such as Beano and Lactaid. So these are available at Shoppers Drug Mart as well. So it's $12 for the Beano, and then the Lactaid is $14. And so you just take them before you eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this, you're taking them on like an everyday basis, or is this?
If you're eating the foods that make you have the belly bloating.
Okay.
And it's actually really good to take to write in a food diary. That way you know what
you see the cause and effect, right?
Exactly. What triggers you're sensitive to.
Okay.
And also belly bloating can be a sign of a serious illness, such as celiac disease and irritable bowel syndrome. So if you are really concerned about it, you really should talk to your doctor.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have some tips, because crunches aren't doing it.
Oh, well, could we talk about that?
Yes, let's talk about gas, because that's very glamorous, isn't it, Randy?
It is. So what 90% of the air in our digestive tract is actually from swallowed air. So that's things like chewing gum, drinking carbonated beverages.
I read that in the notes. I'm like, chewing gum is a bad thing for that.
Well, because you end up swallowing air.
Yeah.
And you don't think about it, but you do, right? And then it makes you a little bit rounder. So for things like that, you can take simethicone, which it shrinks the gas bubbles so that they're easier to pass, and hopefully no one will notice.
Discreetly.
Discreetly.
I can't believe we're talking about that. Yes, okay.
But that makes you feel better when you're wearing these fashions that are coming up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Now you're going to get on the mat and show us.
Yes. So I talked to Eden Pilates in Toronto about the best ab exercise, and it's called the half roll back. So what you do is you have your feet hip width apart, your great posture, and then your arms shoulder width apart and at this height. And so you're going to tilt your pelvis in just like that. So you're going to feel it right here, and then you slowly roll back to about 45 degrees. And you can really feel it.
You can really feel it. And you don't go all the way down, right?
No.
Because that's too easy.
Yes. Well, if you go all the way down, then it's that.
It'd stay there. Then it's like, ooh.
But if you hold it, there's that extra resistance, and then you bring it right back up. And you do that 8 to 10 times before, like, you put on your bathing suit if you want, just to tone it up a little bit.
Right.
And then also a good way, if you're looking to get in shape for bikini season, is to do a charity race.
Oh, that's a good, because in the training, it's all for the cause.
And you end up being more positive as opposed to focusing on like a negative, or your body in a negative way, right?
So use your body for good.
Yeah, and so slimming out becomes a byproduct of helping the community.
Okay.
So the Run for Women, Shoppers Drug Mart Run for Women, is happening on June 1st. In Oakville. So you can check it out at runforwomen.ca.
Okay, and not too late to start training for that. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep you on the mat there. Randy. Okay, so let's talk about these crop tops.
Okay, so now that we have a thin and smooth belly, we're going to brave...
just 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It just happened really quickly.
It just happens like that.
So now that we're doing that, we're going to brave crop top season. And I know that you were saying before you're a little scared of crop tops. And I think that what is going on this season is there have been a lot of crop tops for the last 2 years.
Right.
And I think when people think crop tops, they think like major stomach exposure. Yeah, which is sort of how it was in the 90s. You saw that a lot on 90210. It was like pretty much no clothes whatsoever. So really what the trick is with the crop tops, and what a lot of designers are showing, is a crop top with a high-waisted skirt or a high-waisted pant. So that way you're not really showing anything, which is sort of the trick. And I know a lot of people get nervous about it. And so a good way to wear it is sort of a nice crop that comes just below the bust, and a high-waisted skirt or high-waisted pant. Something new that that's sort of interesting is the culotte is coming back. So the culotte is
wow, from the 1970s. I remember having culottes.
Yeah, and it's sort of a funny thing because when people hear about it, they're like, what? But you know, it's actually a really chic look, and it lets you do the crop top.
Yeah, and it's very high waisted, right?
It's super flattering. It gives you a nice shape. It's very casual and chic at the same time.
Okay, pastels, which is what you're wearing. Jeez,
yes.
Did you plan this, right?
Obviously,
Pastels are another big trend.
Yes. So pastels, and you know, pastels is pretty obvious for spring. Pastels happens all the time. But I think what's going on this season is a really nice, it's sort of pastel with just a little bit more vibrant. It's sort of more ice creamy, you know, candy flavored, candy shaped, and candy hued. And so we saw that a lot at Balenciaga and at Preen and really everywhere. What the big thing with this year is pink has been trending for the last 3 seasons. And again, you know, it's nothing revolutionary, but it's quite nice because I think people, when they think pink, they think baby, and it's
yes,
very,
this is very, very soft.
It's very soft, but it's quite elegant when you pair, you know, like I'm doing with like a dark navy. It makes it less precious.
So you've kind of grounded it then.
Yeah, exactly. And blue is another one. It's a nice, you know, it's got that silver tinge to it, so it's a little bit more elegant, a little bit more streamlined.
Right. We also have a big move towards athletic wear.
Yeah, so athletic is another thing. I think it's a really comfortable way to get in on the trends. A lot of people see new things coming up for the season and they get a little scared, but athletic is sort of something that's in everybody's wardrobe.
This does not mean wearing sweatpants everywhere.
It does not. No, I'm sorry. That's not what it means. You know, it is that hint of sportswear, but it's more taking things that have classically been associated with sportswear and blending them into your wardrobe.
Right.
So there's a lot of varsity inspiration, a lot of basketball jerseys, windbreakers, bomber jackets, things like that, and just blending them into your existing wardrobe.
Right. And this is my favorite trend, is the art inspired, because we're seeing it everywhere, and I love it.
Yeah, this is also my favorite one, and I think a lot of people see it on the runway. It was everywhere. It was at Chanel, Celine. Those are all the groundbreakers in the industry, and it was also seen at more contemporary, brighter lines like Giles. So the thing with the art trend is, you know, when you see it on the runway and you see it at Chanel, it's quite over the top.
Over the top.
It's you know, it's a runway look. But I think that the way to get in in the trend is to do sort of like a pop shirt, a pop art. Pop art, something that everybody's comfortable with.
And I've seen lots of them already in even the department stores now, or the big brand stores. Is that you're just seeing a top, like a tank top kind of thing, which is really cute.
Yeah, and it's easier because it's not an all-over look. It's a nice way to segue into it. And I think, you know, like I was saying before, the graphic tees and pop arts, that, you know, there things that people are comfortable with already. So it's just a nice way to segue, and you know, like a little bit of an painterly twist to it is a nice way to do it.
And that's a nice segue into our break. Thank you so much, Randy, and Lisa as well. She's gone. She's still doing her belly thing. And we're going to come back with more Morning Live right after this.